I went to Mendelsons up in Dayton, Mendelsons liquidation outlet, and I happened to find some various things. One being this Diebold display, which is a 14 segment, well actually 16 segment because you got a comma and a quotation mark, 10 character display, vacuum fluorescent display with a blue color filter. No idea what its intended purpose is for, but I did pull the back of it off, and they have a custom Rockwell chip made in Mexico. So, see, my camera's not doing too well. See if I can do a focus. Did a lot better with that on. But it's a proprietary ASIC, so can't find any data on the display, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do anything with the original electronics. But aside from the original electronics, I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for. Maybe I'll set it on top of my monitor and use it as like a weather display. I really don't know. I don't know when I'm going to use it. I'm going to set that aside. Then I have this display here, which I paid a whopping $5 for. It's a 16 by 1 alphanumeric 14 segment with just a comma, so it's only 15 total segments. There's the DC-DC converter power supply for the filament and boost voltage to drive the display. What originally this came out of, not sure. Maybe a credit card machine, ATM, gas pump, something. It's got them clicky buttons. What I'm going to do with it, it eludes me. Not sure. But it does have, there's the original sticker I took off of it. Let's see if I can focus in on it. I really don't know if I can or not. But it's got a Philips ADC51 clone, which is a PROM, which is most likely is going to be copyrighted material and all that stuff. But Atmel's AT89 C51 is a pin-to-pin drop-in flash replacement. So whatever I use this thing for, I'm going to have to reverse engineer the electronics to it and figure out how to drive it so I can write some microcode to do something with it. Might make it into a programming control panel. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I really don't. But it's just got your standard header pin style cable. And you got your power, your ground, sleeve ground. Probably a TXRX serial style data transmission. Probably read from it with the keys and send to it to the print on the display. Not sure how this code is set up, but okay. And then I got two of these. These are 32 by 1 alphanumeric. I paid $4 for. Not sure what this intended's purpose is either, but it has no microcontroller at all. Just a MC 14 or 145 14B, which are 1 to 16 or 4 to 16 decoders. But since there's two of them, that's 32. Well, we've got 32 grids. Most likely those two chips are responsible for the grid multiplex. And these are high voltage drivers from Allegro. It's octal, so there's 8 of them. And there's 8, 16, 24, and well, let's see, 8 and 16, never mind, 8 and 16, and then another 8 and 16, so there's 32 total. And then we have a 74LS374, which is a latch, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, and then there's another high voltage driver, which is 8, and then another same pair setup over here, so that's 16. Well, 16 characters. You got 14 in the alphanumeric side, Then you have a dot and a comma, which is 15 and 16. So it can only conclude that these two chips here, which is a 4 to 16 decoder, which is for the 32 grids, and then your latches and the high voltage outputs for your anodes. But there's only one problem with this, okay? There's a 74LS10, which eludes me what it is. I have to look it up online. Not sure what they're using that for. Then to make it even worse, there's an LM339 quad comparator. What could they be using that for? Maybe as a line driver? Maybe not. Not sure. And then you got a 7474, which is your standard D flop. No idea why, but anyway, that's it for those three things.